Hey y'all, Unbreakable here. Real raw open and honest, fresh out the shower. I think this is maybe my third coffee with Unbreakable. Doesn't really matter. And I said it on the others, and I'm gonna say it again here. Unbreakable and Uplifting started as a safe place for me and my healing journey to compile words, to compile sayings, to compile quotes on stuff that I needed to hear in my healing, on stuff that I needed to process, on words that were powerful to me, on words that were so impactful on me. That's how Unbreakable and Uplifting was born. And Unbreakable and Uplifting has been going on now since 2019. And while, yes, Unbreakable and Uplifting is here for others, Unbreakable and Uplifting is really here for me. This is my healing journey. This is what I'm dealing with, what I'm processing, what I'm thinking about, what I've overcome, what I am challenged by. Unbreakable and Uplifting is my healing journey. And so I will tell you that these coffee with Unbreakable, this, I guess it's a new series, just how powerful and impactful it is for me interacting with y'all, talking things through, processing things. Told my therapist that I was doing this series, Chat with Unbreakable, Coffee with Unbreakable. And I told her how impactful it is, how much I'm getting out of this series, coming online, having coffee with y'all, interacting with you in the comments. Unbreakable and Uplifting is my healing journey. And I say that to say, I recently made a decision to hire a creative director. And excellent young lady. Excellent young lady. Oh, she's a blessing. And she's doing a lot of work for Unbreakable and Uplifting right now. She's just doing a lot of stuff. But one of the things that I tasked her with was to take one of my older videos and to edit it into like reels. And she sent me 3 this morning for review and approval. And I was watching these short clips of a video that I did a long time ago, well, a couple years ago. I was watching these short clips this morning. And of course, immediately it's like, oh, my hair looks really good that day. Oh, God, yeah, thank God I've lost 20 pounds. God, you can see how much heavier I was in my face in those videos. Oh, God, did I say that? All of this self-sabotage, right? But I caught myself and I stopped and I was trying to focus on the 3 reels that she sent me for approval. Y'all, I was overwhelmed. Who you see online here is exactly who I am offline. It was humbling to watch these older videos of me. It was emotional. First of all, seeing in my face just how powerful my words are. And I don't say that with any arrogance. Hear me out. I come on here for my healing. And if it helps another person, That's amazing. That's a blessing. That's a gift to me. But watching those short videos this morning that she sent over to me for approval, I don't think any of us really embrace or recognize just how powerful our stories are, just how powerful our words are, just how powerful our healing is. Thank you, Belva. See, I am online interacting with comments. For me, I'm not good at journaling. My therapist has recommended it. Lord only knows how many times, but journaling, handwriting. Good morning, Natalie. It's so good to see you. Journaling, writing. Natalie has written several books, and I've thought about writing my story, but I don't know. There's something about it. I just can't get myself into it. I will text journal, not even journal. I will text write in my notes app on my phone when, something inspires me, when I come up with something that I'm processing, or when I have, some thoughts on a poem, whatever. But how I have documented my journey is here, here on Unbreakable and Uplifting. It is so important for us to document our journey one way or another. Number one, because we need to verbally expel. We just need to get it out, right? The longer we keep it inside, the more it festers and eats away at us, whether we are conscious of that or not. We need to get it out because we have hidden it in shame. So many of us have. We've kept it inside and kept it secret and kept it quiet because, oh gosh, what will people think of me? But we also need to get it out so that we can go back and have compassion for ourselves on just how far we've come. Good morning, Sherry. I go back sometimes and I watch some of my older videos. And again, it's not arrogance. I'm dumbfounded at how far I've come. Right, Brian? Tell your story is getting it out. Journaling is to be able to keep it as time goes by to see the progression or the decline of the journey. Brian, you're spot on. My journaling is here, video journaling, online for the whole world to see. I think in our healing, I talked about this the other day, in our healing, we take so much ownership of stuff that doesn't belong to us. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. If I had just, I did this wrong. I could have done this different. I think we take so much ownership of what went on that going back and rereading our journals or perusing our archives of however we choose to document our healing, going back and taking a look at that, it's overwhelming, but in a really good way. It's part of the healing, is being able to identify and acknowledge the progression. Brian said something similar to that. It is. It's being able to see how far we've come, being able to see where we were, being able to recognize, not going to do that again, or nope, not going to go back on that. But give ourselves that good for you, that atta girl, atta boy. Watching these clips that my creative director sent me this morning for approval from that old video that I did, like, this is just my healing. This is just me being me. This is just me being vocal. In real life, I'm a really quiet person. I know, but it's true. This is just what works for me. And I am blown away by some of the things that I say. I'm blown away by the knowledge and the experience and the opinions and the thoughts that I have over this healing journey. Like, I'm blown away. Good morning, Karen. I'm blown away by it. Y'all, I'm as humble as they come. I'm happy to see you too, Karen. I graduated high school. I went to college because that's what I was told I had to do. I went to college and I was a psychology major. I made it through my junior year and decided, I don't want to do that. I'm going to be a business administration major. So I flipped my major, made it through my junior year, and I dropped out. I have no college degree. I ain't ashamed to say that. It certainly hasn't held me back. I have had 2 careers in my lifetime. My first career, I worked in social services. I worked with kids for 20 years. And for the last 20 years, I have been in the mortgage industry. I didn't need a degree for either one. And I've been successful in both careers. Very successful in both careers. But even with all of my experience and all of my life education and all of the education that I did receive through college, I have moments at work. Tell me if y'all have these. I have moments at work where people will be talking and I'm thinking in my head, I'm not as smart as them. Oh God, I'm so dumb. Oh God, I'm so ignorant. I'm so naive. I can't even understand what they're talking about. Like, I don't have an opinion on what they're talking about. I don't know what to say about what they're talking about. And I feel less than. I feel less than. I feel unworthy. I feel like I have less value because I don't have the education and the expertise that they have on whatever the topic of conversation is. And I forget that, but Unbreakable, you have expertise here, you have expertise here, you have expertise here. Like, they couldn't even come close to talking about these types of things. I forget. And I think we do that. We compare ourselves to others, or we compare ourselves to what we think we should be, or we compare ourselves to what everyone told us we needed to be. I am 6 years out. I am 55 years old, just turned 55 this month. And I still, to this day, struggle with those old records playing in my head. And so, as I said, reviewing, the new clips that my creative director sent me this morning that she had been editing, seeing myself online and hearing what I had to say, I think it was maybe 2 years ago when I did that video. Mind blown. Mind blown. And any of the situations that I'm in or the conversations that I'm in at work, I love these people. Y'all know there was a story. I won't go into that, but I love where I work. I love my company. I love the people that I work with. I respect them very highly. But not one of them, not one of them knows what I know on healing. Not one of them understands what I understand on trauma. Not one of them has any clue the damage and the impact that abuse and toxicity and trauma and narcissism has on an individual. Not one of them could speak to that. Karen, you're so sweet for always asking. They're all doing amazing. We don't give ourselves enough credit. Hi, I'm Unbreakable. I don't give myself enough credit. I know I'm valuable. I know that I am worthy. I know that I am a gift on this earth. You heard me say those words, right? I heard me say those words. Do I believe them all the time? No. No. Do I struggle with believing them sometimes? Yes. Shazia, true, we don't. You're right. We come so far in our healing. What? Not even how far we've come, but surviving being in it. Like, holy cow, y'all. We all know how hard that is. And we don't give ourselves credit for that. Survive getting out of it. And we all know how hard it is. 7 times. 7 times. And we don't give ourselves credit for that. Staying no contact, practicing gray rock, setting and maintaining boundaries, taking care of our kids on our own, going through court battles and legal battles and dealing with the law enforcement and dealing with the repercussions and the sadness and the crying and the anger and the depression and the anxiety and the trauma, the triggers and the nightmares and the night terrors. And we don't give ourselves credit for that. At least I don't always. I do more often, much more often. But the reminder this morning that I got from my creative director, it was like, wow. And I sent her a message after I reviewed the edits and I told her they were approved. And I said, wow, I forget sometimes how powerful my words are. And I forget sometimes how far I've come. And I forget to give myself compassion. We spend so much time and energy, as we should, in our healing journey. So much time and energy in our healing journey. We are fighting to survive, right? Oh, we are fighting to heal. We are fighting to keep breathing. There are days where we are fighting just to stay alive. We spend so much time and so much energy on our healing that we forget sometimes to be compassionate to ourselves. Right, Sarah? To say, Unbreakable, you're doing amazing. To say, Unbreakable, good golly, look at how far you've come. Unbreakable, it's okay if you're having a bad day today. It's just a bad day. It's not a bad life. We forget. Good morning, Tina. We are so much more powerful than we give ourselves credit for. Oh, goodness gracious. You know, if we could quantify that, I still sound really sick, but I'm actually doing much better. If we could quantify our healing journey, could you imagine what that would look like? Imagine a barbell. Imagine a barbell. And here's 5 pounds of, I kind of like myself now. Wait, here's another 5 pounds. You know what? I kind of love myself right now. And then here's another 5 pounds. Wow, that didn't trigger me anymore. And we just keep stacking on all of this weight onto this barbell of everything that we have accomplished, of every hurdle that we have made it past, of every trigger that no longer triggers us, of every time we stood up for ourselves, of every time we set a boundary, of every time we said no and didn't feel guilty over it. Could y'all imagine what that barbell full of weights looked like? We'd be setting world records over and over and over and over and over again. But without something like journaling or audio journaling or video journaling or anything, any way that you feel most comfortable to document your journey, without being able to go back and see how far you've come, it's hard to realize just how powerful you are. Shazia is like 1 step forward, 3 steps back. Honey, that's life. It's always going to be that way. Celebrate the 1 step forward. F the 3 steps back. Pick yourself up and do another 1 step forward. If the you of today could speak to the you of then, what would you say? Danielle said I was at it. See, I am online and I hate putting on my cheaters. I hate getting old. Danielle said, I was at a very low point today after another chapter on my journey. Your words resonate with me, love. I'm you telling me I'm unbreakable and reinforcing I'm really amazing. Your words saved me from the darkness that crept back in. Thank you for being raw and vulnerable to share this. Sweetie, that's all I can be. Oh, honey, we all have those days. I'll go back to your comment, Danielle. We all have those days. I still have those days. I am 6 years out. I am 6 years out, which really means nothing. It means nothing. Because I have days where it feels like I literally just walked out the door. I literally just got out that day. And you're going to have those days, sweetheart. You're going to have those days always. I think I talked about it the other day on one of my other Coffee with Unbreakable. And then I was talking about it with someone on Saturday. That there's going to be those bad days. There's going to be those days where we just want to be done. I just want to be done. I just want to be done. Good God, I just want to be done. I pray, can I just be done? Please, can I just be done? Universe, God, whatever you call it. I just want to be done. I go to my therapist. Could you please just wave your magic wand? I'm tired. I am tired. You're always going to have those days, Danielle. And give yourself that compassion to have those days. Give yourself that compassion to allow yourself to be in that space, because that's clearly where you need to be right now. If that's what your body and your soul and your mind and everything is telling you, that, okay, it's a really low day today, let yourself be there. Keep yourself safe, but let yourself be there. Danielle, I really just want to focus on you right now because you're bringing up so much. And again, y'all, I say this, I come on here from my healing. So Danielle, I want you to know that your words right now are helping me heal. Oh, please. Real, raw, open, and honest. Oh, I wish I had a mute. Sorry. But that's real. I know, I see that people are still commenting. It keeps telling me that there's new comments. But I want to focus on Danielle right now. Uh, I'm 55 and I'm old. And Danielle, I forgot what I was going to say. I'm going to come back to you. Let's catch up on comments. Emails. Sarah, it wasn't my fault. Oh, say it again, girl. Say it again and say it again and say it again and say it again and say it again. Oh, that makes me want to cry. Makes me want to scream it. Say it again, Sarah. See you later. Hi, sweetheart. When I read my diaries, I cry because that girl needs protecting, and she's right. She's not alone. If she only knew what I know now. She has classmates who have lives just like hers. I wish she'd tell a friend what's happening in her home. Y'all, I want you to check the feed. And we posted recently several reels for See You Later. That's her screen name, and that's the name of one of her books. I want you to go check the feed, and I want you to watch those reels and just how powerful her words are. And come back later and read her comments here. See You Later is her screen name. Go follow her. Looking back on those memories, looking back on however it is that we choose to document our healing, and being able to identify those moments where we can give ourselves that compassion that we never had is powerful. See you later. I'm so glad that you're here. Shazia said, some days you wish you could wake and it's all gone. Oh, girl. Some days I just want to go 24 hours and not think about healing. Not at all. Not even close. Nothing. Nothing. I want to think about nothing about healing. I don't know about y'all, but I struggle with remaining present. Because my brain does kind of go off on these different things, and it's all we've ever known. I'm not putting myself down. It's something I struggle with. Getting better at remaining present. But we spend so much time in our heads, don't we? Right, Shazia? We spend so much time in our heads. I don't know about y'all, but it is a messy place up there. It's pretty messy up there. And oftentimes, it's even more toxic than anything I've ever been through. Suze, tomorrow I go to court to get the restraining order permanent. I'm so afraid he's going to be there. He's very charming. Help reassure me it will be okay. Suze. Sweetie, I can't reassure you that everything's going that it will be okay. What I can tell you is that you are here, right now, on my page, and you are putting that out there. You are speaking your insecurity. You are speaking your fear. Recognize how powerful that is. Realize how strong that is. How many of us hide our fears? How many of us keep these things secret because we don't want anyone to know? Oh God, what will they think of me? I always portrayed this really strong, confident person in the past, and it was so fake because I was the most insecure, self-hating piece of nothing that I thought there was. When you go to court tomorrow, Suze, you remember that today, just now, even if this is your first time, even if this is your millionth time, that today you spoke up. You spoke up and said, I'm standing up for myself tomorrow in court. I am standing up for what I know is right tomorrow in court. And I am standing firm on that. You said you go to court to get the restraining order permanent, which means, if I'm reading it correctly, and I could be totally wrong, but I'm just going to assume, which means that the restraining order is currently temporary. Girl, and you're still going back and fighting? Because you know whatever it was that you went through is wrong. You're not done until you stand up again. Do you realize how much strength that takes? I've had restraining orders over the years. Girl, I've let them go. And here you are saying, nope, a temporary is not enough for me. I want a freaking permanent order. Forget him being charming. You are so out of his league. I don't know if it's going to be okay, Suze, but I know that you're going to be. I'm proud of you. I'm so proud of you. Sarah, some days I just want to run and run and run and run. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We just want it to stop. I know. I know. I don't have nightmares so much anymore. I don't have flashback nightmares so much anymore. I don't have the night terror. Can't even remember the last time I had a night terror. But I still have dreams. And I had a dream last night, and it was about the new supply. I've never met this person. I've seen this person. She has sent me threatening voicemails. And for whatever reason, she clearly has been on my head. And so that I imagine, I'm not a sleep expert, but I'm not a dream expert. But I imagine that's why, I had a dream about her. And it really hit me this morning how I was in her place before, how I believed everything that the monster told me. I believed everything that the monster told me. That the monster encouraged me to be jealous. Think about that. I hadn't thought about that. The monster encouraged me to be jealous by targeting my insecurity, by letting me know there were other women out there who want me. And I had a voicemail from the new supply recently, and it was along the lines of stay away from my husband. That's my husband. Leave him alone. Da, 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 da. He's doing the same exact thing to her. I remember having that severe depression, that why does she get a better version of him? Why is he changing for her? Why do they get this amazing, loving, happy, healthy life? And here I am, tossed on the side of the road like a piece of trash. I know that she has threatened him repeatedly with divorce. I know that they argue all the time. I know that he controls what she does. I know that he hasn't changed, as they don't. And I also know, whether she knows it or not, I have no ill will towards her. He cheated with her and then announced he wanted a divorce. Unknowingly, this poor soul helped save my life. Unknowingly, because she believed everything that she was told, just like I did. But again, looking back, compared to now, look how far we've come. Look how far we've come, y'all. Going back on comments. Suze, look how far you've come. You're not that same person. We may feel scared, nervous, anxious, but we continue to stand up every day, even when it's hard. And that is courage. That is power. That is victory. That is warrior, beast mode, whatever you want to call it. Suze, you're not the same person you were. And one of the things that I find that I love the most about that is that the monster can't touch it now. Monster can't touch me now. The monster can't touch me now. Emotionally, psychologically, verbally, the monster can't touch me now. because I see it all and it's laughable. It's laughable now that they think that we still believe it, that we still fall for it. Suze, girl, please do me a favor. At the top of the page, and then under, it should be under every single post on the page, there is an option to send a message. Will you please send me a message tomorrow after you get out of court? I want to know how it went. Okay? I read all of my messages. Thank you. See you later. Sarah, blessings in disguise. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Getting to interact with y'all, getting to talk with y'all, doing the videos that I do, doing the posts that I do, reading y'all's comments. Like, y'all don't understand that that's my healing too. Y'all help heal me. If my cat doesn't like you, I won't either. That's right. So, for court tomorrow, remind yourself that today you helped Unbreakable heal. You helped Unbreakable process some stuff. You helped Unbreakable remember power, strength, victory, overcoming, healing. You did that. You did. Do you see how powerful you are? See you later. We were messaging yesterday as I was working your videos for you. And I told you, whatever time it was, I don't remember, that your videos had already reached at least 5,000 people. And that your words were so powerful and you were thanking me for what I was doing. And you're helping me heal. See you later. You're helping me heal. I don't think we survivors realize how much power we have. I don't think we do. Danielle, it's like the universe sent you to me to reinforce my 54 years haven't been for, oh, hell no, your 54 years haven't been for nothing. I'm 55, girl, just turned 55. I felt so damn helpless and have cried endlessly, uncontrollably. Excuse me, for hours today. My God, I've felt my soul being repaired by your understanding of our trauma. Every day is a healing journey that takes hypervigilance. I like that word, hypervigilance, to continue to keep moving forward. My journey has been more than half of my life of torment and abuse. My healing began 16 years ago. I'll keep healing for eternity. May all of the women on here, I imagine your message goes on further, sweetheart, but on my streaming software, it won't let me read it. I'll go back and read it. Honey, we have those moments. I still have moments where I sob. When I went to court recently, I don't know, last month, whenever it was, I don't know when it was. My honey went with me. And, when we left, he's like, do you want to talk? I said, no. Can I do anything for you? No. Can I get you anything? No. And yet this man, God, this is the most amazing human being there is. He knows that I love nature. And so he took me to this little spot I had never been to, and it was kind of an overlook of one of our local lakes. Absolutely stunning, absolutely beautiful. The sun was going down. And court that day was like the end. It was done. And I posted about it. the monster still owed like $3,000 in back child support. The attorney general's office forgot to put it in the system. So we were going to have to go back to court a couple more times so that I could get that money and yada, 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 yada. And I said, no, I'm done. 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 I don't want to do it anymore. I'm done. I'm waiving it. I don't want the money. I don't want the effing money is exactly what I told the OAG's attorneys. I don't want the effing money. It's not worth it to me. And my honey took me to this little overlook over the lake. And Danielle, I just sobbed. I just sobbed and yelled at the lake, yelled out loud. We were out in the wilderness kind of, and I'm yelling and I'm sobbing. And the one thing that I kept yelling and crying about was, what the hell was I thinking? What the hell was I thinking with that one? Especially now, because he looks like hell. Oh my God, he looks horrible. Like, what was I thinking? And it took me a couple of days, Danielle, to, I won't say pull myself out of that, but to work myself out of that. And I had to give myself that. I had to give myself those couple of days to cry and be angry and be like, Unbreakable, what the F were you thinking? I allowed myself to be in that space. I gave those emotions compassion and grace. And then I picked myself up and reminded myself, Unbreakable, you weren't who you aren't now who you were then. Unbreakable, you had no self-esteem back then. You were broken. You were a hurting little girl inside. Like, give yourself compassion. Like, I had to pick myself back up and remind myself exactly who the F I am and how effing far I've come. And that I don't give a flying F what anybody thinks about it. If I need to cry, I'm gonna cry. How many times do we stifle our emotions? So if I want to cry, if I need to cry, I'm gonna cry. Cry uncontrollably, Danielle, if you need to. Sweetie, you have permission. Good morning, no more toxicity. It's okay, Sarah. I am so grateful for everyone on this page who comments, sends messages, interacts with each other. Because whether y'all know it or not, every single one of you matter. Every single one of you, every time you say me too, every time you respond on a post, every time that you use your voice, you are changing a life. Every time you speak your truth, you are touching the lives of others. Every time that you come in the comments here, you're touching my life. You're touching millions of others' lives because they come and they read that. You matter. You make a difference in this world, even on your worst days. I encourage you to find an outlet, whatever works for you. As I said in the beginning, I'm not real good at handwritten journals. I'm just not. I don't know. Maybe there's an aversion. My therapist and I have tried to figure it out. It doesn't matter. It is what it is. This is my journaling. Find an outlet for your healing. Find an outlet, whatever it looks like. And you don't have to tell anybody. You don't have to share it with anybody. But find something for you that you can go back and see how far you've come and celebrate and recognize just how powerful you are. I'm 55 and I'm old, so I forgot. Hold on. Suze. Sorry, I had to go back. Suze. I remember the first day I went to court. God, I remember the first day I went to court. I was terrified. As I should be. I was terrified. And the last time we were in court was he was on the stand, that kind of thing. That kind of court this month was just, he went and talked to the attorneys. I went and talked to the attorneys. Anyways, last time we were in court where we had to, testify kind of thing, he was up on the stand. I don't apologize. I'm not going to apologize. I was looking at him just like that. Like, oh, go ahead and lie. Yeah, just that. You're pathetic. You know that I know that you're lying through your teeth. And you also know that I know that you're going to lose. And it made him so uncomfortable that he sunk back in his seat so that he could hide his face behind the monitor that sat on the stand. Suze, remember the first time that you went to court? And now think about now when you're going to court. And how much transformation you've gone through and how much growth you've had and how much you've healed. And you walk in there and you strut. You may not feel it, but oh, I'm proud of you. Thank you, y'all, for having coffee with Unbreakable. These have been very therapeutic for me, getting to come on here and interact with y'all. And I'm going to keep doing them because they help me and hopefully they're helping someone else. Keep speaking up. Keep speaking out. Find some sort of way that works for you to document your healing. Give yourself compassion. Give yourself grace. Allow yourself to feel whatever it is that you need to feel, and you don't have to justify why you feel that to anybody. And at the end of the day, every single one of you are unbreakable because you're still here after all you've been through. That's a pretty powerful way to start off my day. So thanks, y'all. Y'all go be unbreakable.